When I began my education career, I sought to make an impactful change for the underserved Black and Brown scholars in the Atlanta metro area. Unfortunately, I did not have the tangible skills to do so, but thanks to the reading and book study work in this course, I have been able to walk away with the knowledge and strategies to truly create a culturally relevant literacy classroom. The title of this course is Self, Society, and Urban Education. So I first must reflect on my identity and the things I bring with me into my literacy classroom before I can create a culturally relevant experience. The insider-outsider experience was confirmation and a reminder that there is more to one's identity other than their race. This is directly related to my attempt to create a culturally relevant classroom because I must honor and acknowledge that my Black and Brown scholars are more than their race and ethnicity. The insider-outsider experience also reminded me that I must consistently think about any prejudices based on stereotypes that I may bring into my classroom that ultimately has a negative impact on my scholars. Through honoring the multiple layers of identity and consistently reflecting on any prejudices I may hold, as an educator, I will be more open to the funds of knowledge my scholars bring with them into my reading classroom and ultimately see them as valid. Leveraging their uniqueness will in fact bolster their pursuit of learning. During our class discussions, I was often reminded that uniqueness, also known as cultural experiences, is not just a monolith based in the city they live in and their race. Leveraging the uniqueness of all of my scholars is just one part of using historically and culturally relevant practices I learned about in cultivating genius. Without this course, I may have never looked at Dr. Muhammad's text and seen these tangible skills to create a culturally relevant classroom. She talks about how I can use my scholars' uniqueness and their lived experiences to help them see their own identities in the learning. This is then connected to making skills more meaningful and tangible for them. By doing this, I can then build their intellect around different topics about the world they live in, and to build better citizens for tomorrow, I can incorporate criticality and help them think about systems of oppression and how to fight towards social justice. The scholars that enter my school each and every day not only need this type of schooling experience, but deserve one in which their culture is integral to all parts of their learning, and it can begin in my literacy classroom. By committing to culturally relevant practices in an authentic and meaningful way in my literacy classroom, I can help work towards a more equitable education environment for Black and Brown scholars everywhere.